Hey, I'm ChristopherJMUA and welcome back to my channel. Unless you've never been here, of course, then welcome. I'm so glad you've stopped by. Today, we are collaborating with the one, the only, Angie from 4F Beauty. Woo, yeah. And I am joining her in her series, Photo Inspiration. It's technically PICC, which is Photo Inspiration Collaboration Challenge. And we are using this image right here. And I am so excited to create a look with this image. And I found inspiration in many forms because I needed a lot of colors. So I went through all of my palettes. I found all of the shades that I needed to create a look that represented what I see in this photo. So if you want to see what I came up with and you want to find out how to see Angie's look from 4F Beauty for this collaboration, then stay exactly where you are, keep doing exactly what you're doing, and keep on watching. Guys, I was so excited whenever Angie messaged me and asked if I wanted to participate in the collaboration. I have watched her videos for quite a while now. I don't remember exactly whenever I subscribed to her channel, but I do remember that whenever I was in cosmetology school, I would watch her videos before school while I was in the shower because I have a magnetic dock on the side of the shower. Long story short, I was watching her videos in the morning and she has a very soothing voice and she doesn't have any loud moments in her videos. So whenever Mark is asleep in bed and I'm awake taking a shower at 6 o'clock in the morning, she's a great channel to watch for those moments. But while watching her channel, I see her do this collaboration quite a bit, and I've always been a fan of types of videos like this. If you don't know, I actually have a playlist full of videos from a series I created called Inspiration from an Image, and it's essentially where I do kind of the same thing, but just by myself and not in a collaboration, where I take an image, find inspiration from it, take the colors from it, and create a look. The main difference is, aside from this being a collaboration, is that she has it where you have to use only the colors you see in the image. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to only be using the colors that I see. I can't add any that aren't there, but I don't have to use all of them. This is going to be so fun, and I'm so excited that she reached out to collab. It was funny, she sent me a whole list of pictures, and the moment I saw this picture, I was like, this is it. This picture is the picture. It is like my soul in an image. So I'm excited to see how this turns out. I barely have a plan, but I do kind of have a plan. I'm gonna go ahead and start off camera by priming my eyes with my P. Louise base in the shade Rumor 01. Okay, I'm back and the eyes are primed, obviously. So whenever I look at this image, I see a few different colors, obviously. I see yellow fading into teal, fading into blue, fading into purple. Then I see yellow fading into orange, fading into purple, fading into blue. And I didn't really want to have to choose between yellow and orange or yellow and teal. So I'm going to try to do something a little different and incorporate all of those colors and then incorporate like the black hole in the center. It's not actually a black hole, I don't think. I think it's more like the rest of space past a nebula or something. I'm not an astronaut, so I don't really know. But I do know that I want to start with yellow. So I'm going to start with the Midas Cosmetics Love is Love palette, and I'm going to use the shade Best Life, the very bright sunshiny yellow. And I'm going to start with using this Morphe flat brush. I don't really know what it is or what it even resembles, but it's more of a fluffy flat brush. It's not like a cut crease flat brush. I think this is actually the first time I've used this palette. And I'm just gonna start packing her right here in the inner corner. If what I see in my head can actually happen on my eye, this is gonna be really cool. If it doesn't, which it most likely won't, it'll probably just be a colorful mess. So either way, it's gonna be great. And I started with my eyes because I know there's gonna be a lot of fallout with this. I'm just gonna keep packing and packing and packing. So no face makeup before this one. Now, this is where the top portion of the crease is going to differ from the lower portion of the crease. The next shade I want to use is orange, but the orange that's in the photo is more like a white orange, like it goes from white to orange. And I'm not going to be doing exactly that, but I think mixing it in with the yellow will kind of lighten it a little bit and help. I'm going to use the Hank & Henry Las Hermanas palette, and I'm going to use the shade Sissy right here. I actually have done a full review on this palette. I'll leave that video linked right up here if you want to check it out. This palette was pretty bomb. by the way. I'm also going to use another one of those flatter, fluffy Morphe brushes. This one is just a little bit bigger instead. And I'm just going to take Sissy and start applying Sissy right by Best Life. Now, because I have teeny tiny eyes and I have almost no lid space or crease space unless I'm like stretching my eyes out, I'm gonna have to take this really, really high, pretty much up to my brow if I want the effect of what I'm trying to go for to actually show up. So that's why I'm taking this so high, just so you know. Now I'm going to use the ABH Norvina Volume 1 palette, and I'm going to use the shade D3, this really pretty deeper red. Actually, I don't know if it's not really deeper, it's more like a true red. And I'm going to start building this one up with the Luxie 213. Wow, that is a vibrant red. And in case you haven't noticed, I'm going back in every time I finish one color with the previous color just to like finesse the edge of it to kind of blend the edges in with each other. Otherwise, they're going to be very, very blocky, and I don't want them to be blocky. I want them to have smooth gradients between each other, or at least as smooth as I can get them. Now I'm going to use the Juvia's Place, the Zulu Palette, and I'm going to use the deep purple shade down here at the bottom. It's a really, really pretty purple. And I'm out of the smaller, flat, fluffy brushes, so I'm going to use this really chunky, fat, fluffy brush, whatever you want to call it, for sure. And I'm going to take that purple and start tying it in to the red on the outer corner over here. And this is the first shade that's going to start actually being the same as the second crease that I'm gonna make. The verbiage I'm using probably makes no sense right now, but once I get to it and it works, you'll see what I mean. I'm really just creating my shape with patting motions at the moment. Oh, that was too big. I did not mean to take the purple all the way out yet. There's still one more color I have to use. Okay, got that corrected. Now I'm just gonna make sure the purple is only the width of the brush and maybe just a little bit further past that. A tiny, tiny bit. I just don't need it to go all the way to the tail because there's other plans for that. Oh man, I really hope this works. I want it to so bad. And now for the last part of the very top crease, I'm gonna go into the Beauty Bay and Me, Myself, and Mitchell eyeshadow palette, and I'm gonna use the shade Moody Mitch, which is this very deep blue. And for this, I'm going to use a Morphe M152 brush. It's a very teeny tiny fluffy oval brush. I think it's more like a shader brush, I don't know. But I'm going to use it to just pack on some shadow at the end of my crease, or my eye, in my outer corner. That is like the perfect color. That is really, really pretty. So really, I guess long story short, make a rainbow by your brow, simply put. Now let's blend that purple into that blue. That looks so weird right now. Ooh. Wow, that purple and that blue mixing together looks really nice. So now for the next part, I'm gonna go ahead and cut out just a clean line out from underneath this and just make it look like it gets sharp in the inner corner and then goes to a wider outer edge. And I'm gonna do that off camera because it's probably gonna take me a minute, and I'll be right back. See you in just a second. Now that the crease is cut, I'm gonna take this teeny tiny Beaky Blender brush, just a very small detail brush, kind of pointed. You could actually do pretty precise detail cut crease work if you wanted to with this, but I'm gonna go back into the ABH Norvina Volume 1 palette, and this time I'm gonna go into the shade C1, the pure white. And I'm gonna build that up right in the inner corner, right along the bottom of the yellow shade, but I'm gonna take it just a little bit further inward. Okay, got the white on. Now I'm gonna go back in with the same yellow, the Best Life from the Midas Cosmetics Love is Love palette. And I'm just gonna use, no, I can't use that brush. I need to make a sharper edge. So I'm actually just gonna use this other Beaky Blender brush. It seems like all of the detail Beaky Blender brushes are always very sharp. Anyway, now I'm gonna use this one in that yellow, and the reason why I didn't start with that yellow again is because I didn't want the same yellow to be right underneath the same yellow as it was previously, because then it would just melt together and there would have been no point in cutting the crease. So I wanted to take the white and put that against the yellow instead so that I can work on a new gradient. I don't actually know if it's going to work, but it sounded cooler. Next, we're going to use the Morphe 35H Hotspot palette, and with this palette, we're going to use the shade Ocean Drive, which is this shade right here. The very light, beautiful teal. And I'm going to use another one of those Morphe brushes that have no name. This one's a very flat, pokey one, not a flat, fluffy one. But I'm trying to use mostly the flat, sharp ones right now, pokey ones, whatever, so that I can get that really nice, crisp, clean line underneath the previous crisp, clean line. The other one didn't matter if it was fluffy or not because I was going to go in and cut it anyway, so it didn't have to be clean. This one has to be clean. It's got to be. I've never used this shade either, so let's hope that it doesn't fail me. Ooh, wow. Very powdery, but very pigmented. Wow, that's actually really nice. Okay, now I'm going to use the fluffier flat brush that I used for the yellow Best Life previously, and I'm going to attempt to gently pat blend Best Life on this second crease layer from here to here. Oh, please blend. Don't fail me now. You know what? I'm gonna gracefully bow out of continually blending that. I think it's great just the way it is. It's beautiful. I'm satisfied. That's fine with me. Let's move on. Because I'm getting worried that I'm gonna go overboard like I normally do. So before I do that, I'm going to be using the same big plump brush that I used with the Juvia's Place palette and go back into the Juvia's Place palette, the purple shade to be exact, and do the same thing right out here. And it's okay if I blend these outer layers together of the cut crease because they're the same color. It doesn't really matter anymore. Well, this looks weird. It looks so, I don't know, it just looks really weird. Interesting. Now let's see if I can blend in that teal color with the purple color. I need to use something a little bit softer to blend the teal and the purple together, so I'm going to use the Morphe M321 brush. I think I'm just going to keep it as a clean brush, or I might add a little bit of the teal to it, but for now I'm going to start with it being clean, and I'm just going to start blending the teal backward into the purple. Kind of just finesse this edge. Well, those are blending together beautifully. And last for the crease, gonna go back in with the Morphe M152 brush that I used in the Beauty Bay and Me, Myself, and Mitchell palette, and go back into the shade Moody Mitch and finish off the outer corner past the purple. And this time, I'm just gonna take the blue all the way to my outer V, well, not quite, pretty much to my lid, and then finish off this whole outer section of my eye. That part is now done. This is like, I don't know, it's weird, but so fun. It's so different for me. I've never done anything like this. I know it looks like really, really weird right now, but don't worry, it'll get weirder. So, next, it's time to incorporate the rest of space into the look. We have our nebula, or whatever you want to call it, our nebula storm, our rainbow space storm. Whatever it may be to you, it's time to incorporate the rest of space. So I'm going to cut my crease one more time. This time I'm going to use the P. Louise Bada Black base and cut out a pretty big portion of my lid, but only my lid this time. And again, to save time, I'm going to do that off camera and I'll be right back. With this last section cut and me looking all sorts of even more crazy, it's time to hit the lights. So we're going to use the 39L Hit the Lights palette from Morphe, and I'm going to set this black base with the shade Obsessive from this palette, which is this very sparkly matte black. I think it's going to represent the night sky just beautifully, and I'm just going to go in with a big flat brush and just start packing it all over. Finally got all of that black shade packed on top of the black cut crease, and I'm still loving this. It's so weird, and it makes my heart so happy. Now, I think I'm gonna make a decision that I might regret in the end, but For now, I'm liking the decision, and I really want to use this Midas Cosmetics glitter in the shade My Soul, because it is black sparkle that looks like this, but better and more dimensionalized. I'm just afraid that going on top of this matte eyeshadow with a glitter glue is gonna destroy it. But worst case, it's just a primer and a shadow on top. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these two brushes. One is a some brand large shadow brush, I can't read it. The other is a Wet n Wild something or other brush, I can't read it, but they're both very short, wide, pointed brushes. One's gonna be great for glitter glue, one's gonna be great for glitter. I think I'm gonna use the one with less surface area for the glitter glue, and I'm just gonna put it straight on the bristles and go right onto the eye. This is the Too Faced glitter glue. I was actually going to use my Anastasia one, but I just really don't want to destroy the brush on that because it's like a nail polish brush and that would not be kosher. Okay, here it goes. Wish me luck. Just going to start putting it on, moving it around. Oh wait, was that way too much? And I don't think I'm going to take it quite all the way to the edges. I don't know yet. I'm just going to go in and hope for the best. Okay, glitter glue is down. Glitter time. Glitter, 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 glitter. Go, 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 go. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so glad I decided to do that. Oh, wow. Okay, I don't know if you can see that on camera. Yes, you can see that on camera. That is beautiful. Oh, it is so much more intense, like sparkly than this side. This side has little glitter pieces that show up and it's like, hey, I'm space. And then this side has glitter pieces that's like, yo, welcome to space. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Oh, it's so cool. Okay, before my brush dries and gets super gross and hard, I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. And I have now finished applying the most amazing black glitter in the whole wide world to my eyelids. And I think this is looking really, really cool. I'm a little top heavy at this moment in time, but this, when I open my eyes all the way and look at you, is really neat. It's like stripe, stripe, stripe. It's really cool and it makes my heart happy. But we need to now move on. So I'm gonna go ahead and do all my face makeup off camera because we need to get to where we can move on to the lower lash line and finish off this look. So I'm gonna try to finish off as much as I can. Like I'm gonna get my brows done. I'm gonna go ahead and apply lashes so that we can just literally do the lower lash line. I'll probably even pick a lip out and have that done as well. So give me just a second and I will be right back. We are now back with pretty much everything else done. We got the face, the contour, the brows, the mascara on the top lashes, and I'm not gonna do lashes today. I thought I was gonna do lashes, but I'm not gonna do lashes because I'm testing out this Huda Beauty Legit Lashes Mascara, and I actually really like it, and I wanna keep trying it just by itself and see how it goes. So let's move on to lower lash line. I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep the lower lash line a little more simple because I want to incorporate a little more teal into the lower lash line as to just bring out a little bit more of it on the upper crease area. So first I'm going to start out with the St. Luxe Saint Charcoal eye pencil and I'm going to put this in my waterline, but I'm going to like really go there with it. I want it to be very blown out. Ooh, that's too tickly. I need to take that point off of there. Wow. Okay, scratch that. I need a gel, not a pencil. That is too hard for my eyes right now. They are way too sensitive. So actually, I'm gonna use my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide-On pencil in the shade Perversion. That is so much more comfortable. Ooh, that is pretty. I love it. And like I said, with this, I'm really not being cautious. I'm literally trying to kind of cake it on. Even trying to get it all over the lower lashes and trying to make a big old mess, you know? Because right now, I'm attempting to represent that which is my soul. Now time to go back into the Morphe palette, into the shade Ocean Drive. It was the 35H, right? Yeah, 35H Hotspot. And this time I'm gonna use a very wide, flat brush. And, well, it's not like flat, but it's flat. It's very thick. And I'm going to just swish, swish on top of that. And since this is such a powdery shade, I am going to tap off the excess. And I'm just gonna start blending this into the lower lash line, all against the lashes. I actually want it to mix with the black and just really start smudging out the black with the blue so that I start getting a blue black. Yes, just like that. And last, with the teal as prominent as I want it, I think that's really pretty. I'm going to use the Morphe M506 brush now and go back into the purple in the Juvia's Place palette. And I'm going to use that right on these outer edges of the teal and blend it up and into this black wing and the purple. If this works the way I'm hoping it will, we should have a nice blend from teal to purple, just like in the crease, and it should finish off that outer corner very nicely. Change of plans actually with that brush. I don't have enough control with that one, so I'm actually going to use this more pointed brush. It's kind of like a crease detail brush. I feel like I'm just going to have a little more control of placement with it, and it's not going to blow out as much. Yeah, that's better. Okay, I'm going to take it up and just mix it in with the edge of that wing shape and up and out. Okay guys, this is the finished look. What do you guys think? I know it's very dark and a little black heavy. I much prefer it when I have my eyes open and I'm looking at you, because then it's even amounts of warm tones, cool tones, black. But I think whenever it comes to this collaboration and this picture, it was so much fun, and I got to really get into it and, like, I don't know, have fun with it. It was really fun to just dive in and play with color, and I don't know, it's been a while since I've just done something to be creative and just to have fun with it. And that's what this was, and I really, really like it. I taught myself a very valuable lesson today, and that is to not try a new foundation while I'm trying to play with eyeshadow, because then I have to deal with not great face makeup. But regardless of the face makeup, I had a lot of fun with the eyeshadow. I think the look goes pretty well with the whole nebula in space theme, and I'm really excited to see what Angie did. I actually haven't saw what she created yet. She did send me the link, but I decided not to watch it until after I recorded my video. Don't forget to go check out Angie's channel. It's 4F Beauty and Lifestyle. I'll have her channel linked down below with the link for her collaboration video with me. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, because it does let me know that you like this type of content, but it also lets others know, like Angie, that you like this type of content. If you like this look and you want to see more looks like them, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. My username is the same for everything. It's just ChristopherJMUA. And if you gain nothing out of this video, if you gain nothing out of any of my videos, please at least gain this. And that is to always remember and to never forget that you are absolutely beautiful. And I love you guys. Bye!